think it's working. Interesting. Let's see. I don't want to draw. Avani, Atma Namaste. Can you see me clearly? Sharon, Atma Namaste. Welcome. Elizabeth, Atma Namaste. Can you see me and can you hear me clearly? Some new option came up that I can draw stuff on the screen, and I don't really want to draw anything on the screen. Let me see. Maybe if I do this. No. Ooh, I can write my own comment. That's kind of weird. Yes, you can see in here. Perfect. Okay, good. So you guys are kind of dark. That spins it around. Okay, more ways to give. Broadcast, live video. There we go. Wait a minute. Did that do it? All right, I think that did it. Okay, so as long as you can hear me and see me, that's good. So, Atma Namaste, guys. ChristianRLong, Life Enhancement Consultant. Thank you very much for joining us for this evening. What I thought of doing is something that is very near and dear to my heart, that uses one of my gifts or my ninja powers that I came into this incarnation with, and it's chanting. It's chanting. It's using the throat chakra. Now, when you chant, you're just not using the throat chakra. There are other chakras that are involved, or other energy centers that are involved in order to make these things happen. And mantras is a fascinating topic that, volumes and volumes and volumes have been written about from different cultures and different religions over the years. And I remember when I was first learning about pranic healing, this would have been around October of 2003. Dean, Atma Namaste, around October 2003. And the girl that I was dating at the time, she was the one who brought me into pranic healing and Hatha yoga, introduced me to Grandmaster Choa Koksui, who this person I'm eternally grateful for and eternally indebted to, for her guiding me to the teacher. So I had a chance to train with him physically for 3 years before he left the body, but his legacy continues to live on in his books, his CDs, his classes, and his instructors. And so when we were in between traveling around BC for 3 months, British Columbia, she said, well, before you came, I ended up buying a ticket for a weekend workshop by a Sanskrit scholar, and want to see if you would be interested in attending. So, she paid for my class, and I was like super grateful for it. And it was this little tiny, very stout Frenchman who had studied with rishis and great yogis in India for, I think, 15 years or so up to that point. And he became a master at not just reading Sanskrit, the ancient language, but also chanting Sanskrit. And it was very interesting because he says a lot of people make the assumption that chanting is very flowery and very very sweet and very melodic. Eli, Atma Namaste, very melodic. And I thought, yeah, that's kind of how I've heard chanting, right? When people are like, right? They have all these different pitches and things like that. And he's like, actually, real chanting, Sanskrit chanting, sounds like this. And so he started chanting, and the energy, even before I was super sensitive to energy, the energy radiating and emanating off of his presence was like super, super powerful. And at one point in the chanting, throughout the 2 days that we were with him, it literally looked like the walls were vibrating, physically vibrating and energetically vibrating, like waves of energy. And I was like, this is something I don't hear from Matal, Atma Namaste, from the SoundCloud music composers that deal with Gaia or other yoga organizations or music organizations. Like, it was super, super powerful. George, Atma Namaste. So I was attracted to Sanskrit chanting in that moment, but learning Sanskrit, chanting Sanskrit, and mastering Sanskrit is like a 35, 40-year practice. If you're lucky enough, if your good karma is good enough to be connected to a great, great teacher like a Sanskrit scholar or chanter, not so likely. So my hopes and wishes are dashed of being a Sanskrit scholar and a professional chanter, if you will. But luckily, in March of 2004, I got introduced to pranic healing, and then I met Grandmaster Chogo Koksui face-to-face in July of 2004 at the Crown Plaza Hotel. Get it? Crown Plaza Hotel in Secaucus, New Jersey. So that was an honor. And ever since then, I've been able to be exposed to different kinds of mantras that have different purposes, and I've gotten the opportunity of practicing those mantras enough to have a positive effect in my life connected to what that mantra is connected to. So I'll give you an example. So the mantra Om, for any of you who have done the Twin Hearts meditation with us, at the end of the Twin Hearts meditation, we chant the mantra Om, right, which is known as the divine sound. Michelle, Atma Namaste, which is known as the bija or seed sound. So in general, every mantra starts with Om and ends with Om. So it's like the Om opens the energy and closes the energy. And when you chant the mantra Om, it raises the vibration of something. It raises the vibration of the physical thing. It raises the vibration of the emotional thing. It raises the vibration of the mental thing. And it raises the vibration of the spiritual thing. So it's purifying in its effect, right? And you'll notice when we chant the mantra Om, there's always a gap. There's a stillness. There's a space, right? In between each Om. Even as you hear me talking, there's still gaps, spaces in between each of my syllables. Even if I talk super fast, I can never talk fast enough where there's no gap, where there's no space, where there's no still point. It's impossible, right? So, the longer that gap between the mantra, between the Om, the more energy will come down into the person. Sometimes it will be overwhelming for the person. So there's a few factors that determine the power and potency of a mantra, as in listening to it, as well as you chanting it. So if you're listening to a mantra, it's based on the spiritual chord and spiritual connection of the person who is doing the chanting. So you could have a person with a super teeny tiny spiritual chord who chants Om with a perfect pitch, right? And that chanting will slightly expand the person's spiritual chord or antakarana, but its effect on the people listening to it will be subpar, will not be that impressive. It doesn't have a lot of power and energy to it. But then you can have somebody who has a gigantic spiritual chord, right? Who has, who may not have the best tone of Om or any other mantra, but because they're chanting it, there's a tremendous amount of energy that's coming down and radiating out in all directions. So you can get blissed out by listening to somebody with a big spiritual chord chanting Om, even though it may not be tonally correct or on pitch. So that's one factor. The other factor is when you're chanting, what makes a mantra powerful for the person who is doing the chanting is A, reverence. Reverence. So what does it mean to have reverence? It means when you are chanting something, because Grandmaster Chogo Koksui says your words are to be used to bless, to heal, and to prosper. So when you speak or when you communicate with your thoughts and your words, it's to bless another person, to heal another person, or to prosper another person, right? So when you have reverence for any of the mantras, the mantra Om, the mantra Om Namah Shivaya, the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum, the mantra the Gayatri mantra, all the different kinds of mantras that we can chant, as you have reverence for, you are simply an instrument. Your throat chakra and other chakras are the instruments through which the energy, the blessings, the healing, the power, the prosperity is flowing through. So the more reverent you can be, the more conductive you can be to the energies flowing through you by chanting the mantra. What's the second factor? The second factor is understanding what you are chanting. Now, can you benefit chanting the mantra Om without understanding anything about the mantra itself? Yes. You can get totally blissed out chanting the mantra Om and not know anything about it, because it's the sound of creation. It's the seed sound, right? Everything starts with the Om, and everything ends with the Om. So, reverence is one, understanding is the other. So when you study mantras and you understand what you're chanting and why you're chanting it, and all the different levels of how that energy affects your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, your causal or spiritual bodies, how it affects your relationships with other people, when you understand on a deep level and on a broad level of what that mantra does, it magnifies and amplifies the power, just like having reverence. So you might be familiar with the Lord's Prayer, right? Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. You can say that prayer with no emotion, with no reverence, with no understanding, and it will still have a degree of partially activating your chakras. It will have a empowering effect on your chakras, right? But if you have reverence for saying, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, right? And you understand each of those stanzas to a very high level on how it affects the crown, the forehead, the ajna, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the navel, the spleen, the main, the sex chakra, the basic chakra, etc. As you have understanding for what you're saying, it becomes even more powerful. So the Lord's Prayer is an extremely powerful meditation. It's an extremely powerful prayer. But the more reverent you are, the more understanding you have, the greater its effect will be. So for tonight, I wanted us to have a mantra, understand a little bit more about the mantra, and then we'll chant the mantra. Now, do you have to chant the mantra loud? Do you have to scream the mantra? Because I've been to many meditation circles, many meditation groups, where it's almost like a competition of who can chant the loudest and the longest. And that's not necessarily the effect that we're going for. What are we going for? Reverence. Really like saying a sacred word with a lot of reverence, with a lot of humility, with a lot of love. And then understanding why we're chanting what we're chanting, right? So, let's start off with the mantra Om. So the mantra Om, again we talked about, is the sound of creation. Everything begins with Om, everything ends with Om. Realize that when you're chanting the mantra Om, you're raising your vibration. You're refining your physical vehicle, your etheric vehicle, your emotional vehicle, and your mental vehicle, as well as your spiritual vehicle. You're purifying yourself. Just chanting the mantra Om. Just chanting mantra Om. No other mantra. So, let's practice and see what you notice. So we're going to chant 7 times. Sit comfortably in your chair. And I want you to place your awareness on your crown. Your awareness on the top of your head. And so we'll chant the mantra. You can either listen quietly or you can chant with me. And then when you have the stillness, the gap, the space, just be aware. Just be aware. You're not focusing on anything specific or anything in particular. You're just being aware. Okay? So be aware of your crown. And be aware of the space or the stillness or the silence after the Om. Let's invoke before we do this. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother. You can invoke for whoever you're connected to, a guide, a teacher, a guru, a saint. To my respected and beloved teacher, Grandmaster Choa Kuk Sui, Lord Mahaguru Jimeling, to Lord Buddha Kuan Yin, to all the holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, to the angels of sound, to the angels of mantras and chanting, to the angels of purification, of healing, of prosperity, of joy, to our divine selves, our higher souls, we humbly invoke for your divine light, love, and power, for your help, guidance, and protection during the chanting of these sacred sounds. We thank you, Lord God, we thank you all. In full faith, so be it. So again, just place your awareness on your crown, and just be aware of the gap, the space, the silence in between each mantra. Slowly come back into your body. Move your hands, your fingers, your feet, your toes. Move your hands, your fingers, your feet, your toes. How is that? How do you feel? What do you notice? So that was simply the mantra Om being chanted with the awareness of the crown and the silence in between each Om. That, in and of itself, is a very powerful meditation. It's called meditating on the gap, right? Meditating on the gap. So, it looks like I'm frozen, but I'm not. So, Jamie Altman, namaste. So that's an example of using the mantra Om simply to calm yourself, to still yourself, to feel better, right? Super, super easy. Now, another mantra called Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, which is the mantra of compassion and mercy, that is through the lineage of Lord Buddha Kuan Yin, the Buddha of compassion. Om Mani Padme Hum. This mantra is great for soothing and healing the pains, the sorrows, and sufferings of the person chanting Becca Atma Namaste, as well as the people and beings within a certain radius of that person's aura. So chanting Om Mani Padme Hum is good for you as well as good for all sentient beings within a certain radius of your aura. So it's like a form of doing service. And it really, really is good for wish fulfillment. It helps to fulfill wishes that are important to you, that you are in need of. And I can say wholeheartedly that I've used the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum over the years to transform my life in many, many ways. Now, this short stream that we're doing tonight is not going to cover all of the mantras in great, great detail. I'm simply giving you exposure to the mantras, but most of these are taught in great detail within pranic healing, within our Hatha Yoga, and the higher classes of Grandmaster Choa Kuk Sui. Because mantras, it's called mantra yoga, using sounds for specific purposes, and it's extremely powerful. Very, very powerful. So, let's chant or listen to Om Mani Padme Hum. And it's not Om Mani Padme Om, it's Om Mani Padme Hum, H-U-M, which means so be it. Okay? So again, be aware of your crown. We'll chant this mantra 3 times. Be aware of your crown. Be aware of the stillness inside your body and outside your body. Om Mani Padme Be still, be aware. Slowly come back to your bodies. I paused my work to watch your live. You are so articulate. Thank you for the teachings. My pleasure, Ellie. All credit to Grandmaster Choa Kuk Sui and the masters and senior instructors. Without them, I would not have the knowledge that I have. So do you notice how the effect of chanting Om Mani Padme Hum is different than the effect of just chanting Om? And so you have to develop awareness of like, okay, how is it different? What is this mantra used for? And again, going into understanding. There's a 4-hour course or 4-hour class in pranic healing just on the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum. 4 hours on one mantra. So to give you an idea how powerful it is. So now, the next mantra we're going to do is Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. So this is the mantra connected to Lord Shiva, who is known as the creative destroyer. The creative destroyer. So, you cannot build the new without destroying the old. So an example in the sense of renovating your kitchen, you can't put in the new kitchen until you destroy and remove the old kitchen. So that's why Lord Shiva is known as the creative restorer, the creative destroyer and restorer. Creatively destroying it, meaning systematically, intelligently destroying the old kitchen, removing it properly, and then putting in the new kitchen, restoring the new kitchen properly. And that doesn't just go for kitchens, houses, but that goes for everything. It goes for relationships, it goes for finances, it goes for old belief systems and belief patterns that no longer serve us. Destroying the old intelligently, creatively, and then restoring the new, right? With the better thought forms, the better viewpoints, the better mindset, right? So if you're ever looking to destroy old patterns of phobias, patterns of addictions, patterns of showing up in unhealthy ways with people, this mantra is very, very powerful for that and very effective for that. And it strengthens the willpower because Lord Shiva is connected to the divine will aspect within us. Okay, so again, be aware of your crown. Be aware of the stillness. Be aware of the gap. Be aware of the space in between each mantra. And let go. No expectations. Just let go. Om Namah Shivaya. Om. Om Namah Shivaya. Om. Om Namah Shivaya. Om. Please still be aware. Slowly come back to your body. What do you notice differently within yourself now than before we started chanting Om Namah Shivaya? Do you feel a sense of stillness? Do you have a sense of mental clarity? Do you have a sense of kind of being charged up a little bit? So those are some of the effects of this mantra. Very powerful mantra. It's kind of the embodiment of a powerful mantra. Okay? So we're going to do 2 more mantras. There are many, many more mantras to go in pranic healing that we've been taught in pranic healing. Keep in mind, these mantras are not pranic healing mantras or Hatha Yoga mantras. These are mantras that are used throughout cultures and religions. More focused and tranquil. Excellent. It's actually a very good point. So with the healing process that we do within pranic healing or Hatha Yoga, much of what we do is removing stuff removing stress, removing congestion, removing contamination. And just that alone, a person can recognize their true nature, which is light, love, and power, stillness, tranquility. So we're not adding something to you to make you focused and tranquil. What we're doing is we're removing the things that are preventing you from being focused and tranquil. Do you get the difference? So 80% of a protocol in general is cleansing, 20% energizing. Energizing with the opposite quality. So if you're removing stress, you're putting in joy. If you're removing anger, you're putting in forgiveness. If you're removing fear, you're putting in courage, right? Okay, so now this mantra has some very, very interesting stories about this particular mantra. I could talk about this mantra for a while because I really, really enjoy it. So many, many years ago, when I got involved in pranic healing, my very first 6 months in pranic healing, I finished level 1 pranic healing class. My girlfriend at the time and I organized a pranic healing class. I think there was a total of 7 of us in the class. And as a way of saying thank you from the instructor and one of the senior practitioners, they got me a consecrated poster that's called the Great Invocation. And the Great Invocation is also tied to the Gayatri Mantra. It's a long story. We don't have time to go into it. It's a fascinating topic. But chanting the Gayatri Mantra, which is known as the Great Mantra, the Gayatri Mantra is a salutation from us to the sun, from us to the being within the sun, with the Lord within the sun. So by chanting this mantra, we are partially tuning ourselves with the magnificence, with the radiance, with the brilliance, with the intelligent aspect of Lord Surya, the god of the sun. And it's extremely powerful and it's extremely potent. So much so that when I got the poster, I was given a meditation that goes along with the poster. And me, not being a person that practiced moderation and non-excessiveness in his meditations, I overdid it. And it cost me. But while I was doing it, it was fun and really, really joyful. And every single time I would do it, and I would see my mentor, who was guiding me on my spiritual path, he would say, I see you've been doing the Gayatri Mantra. And I was like, how do you know I've been doing the Gayatri Mantra? And he says, because your aura is brilliant and radiant like the sun. So by chanting the Gayatri Mantra, you're raising your vibration to be more in line with the illumination, the radiance, the creativity, the intelligence of the sun. It's pretty amazing, right? Not the physical sun, but the being, the energy of the sun. So we're going to chant the Gayatri Mantra. Again, simply be aware of your crown. Be aware of the gap. Be aware of the space. Be aware of the stillness in between each mantra. Okay? So be still, be aware. Be aware of the crown. Om Bhur Svaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat. Om. Om Bhur Svaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om. Om Bhur Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om. Be still, be aware. Slowly come back to your body. Move your hands, your fingers, your feet, and your toes. Move your hands, your fingers, your feet, and your toes. Slowly come back to your body. So that's the Gayatri mantra, the great mantra. It's extremely powerful. It's extremely potent. I mean, think about on a physical level, if you go outside and you lay in direct sunlight for, say, even 15 minutes, what happens to your skin? It gets burned, right? Because it's potent. Even though you don't feel it, you don't recognize it, it's very, very potent. So, chanting to the solar god, the solar logos, is extremely potent to the energy body. And it develops the creative, intelligent aspect within us. Very powerful. Okay? So we have one final mantra to cover, which is a great mantra for people who want to be more prosperous, want to be more dynamic, want to remove any blockages on the way to becoming successful in life. They would use this mantra, which is the Mahalakshmi mantra, which is you're paying respect or salutations to Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, abundance, prosperity, and success. Now, people might be thinking, so it seems like a lot of these mantras are Hindu in origin, and that's not accurate. These sounds are universal sounds that great teachers, great rishis, seers, yogis outside of India and in India have validated their effectiveness, have validated the potency and power of these particular mantras. So, the last mantra we're going to do is going to help with prosperity. It's going to help removing some blockages you might have in the way of being more prosperous. And then it's also going to ground you, root you, and connect you to Mother Earth. Because a lot of the energies that we're working on through the mantras we've been chanting are the upper chakras. So you're kind of like, upper chakras are super, super big right now. You're feeling like blissed out, a little spacey, kind of like a balloon. And you're not so rooted and connected to the earth, right? So this mantra is going to help ground you, root you, connect you back to Mother Earth. If you want that. Okay? So sit comfortably. Be aware of the base of the spine. Sit comfortably. Be aware of the base of the spine. And just be aware. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to say anything. Just be aware. And we'll chant the mantra. Mahalakshmi mantra. vidmahe Vishnu priyaye dhimahi Tano Lakshmi prachodayat. Om Mahalakshmaye vidmahe Vishnu priyaye dhimahi Dano Lakshmi prachodayat. Om. Om Mahalakshmaye vidmahe Vishnu priyaye dhimahi Dano Lakshmi prachodayat. Om. Om Mahalakshmaye vidmahe Vishnu priyaye dhimahi Dano Lakshmi prachodayat. Om. Be still. Be aware of your physical body, your energy body being more rooted, grounded, connected to Mother Earth now. Imagine roots of golden light going out the base of the spine, out the soles of the feet, going 10 feet deep into Mother Earth in all directions, like the roots of a mighty tree. Golden roots going deep, 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 deep into Mother Earth. Now, 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 so be it. You are rooted and connected to Mother Earth now, so be it. Slowly open your eyes. How are you? How is that for you guys? How is the Mahalakshmi mantra different than the other mantras that we practiced? And I know there's always a lag time on Facebook. So, before we end tonight's live stream, we're going to bless and release the excess energies. Why? Because we generated a tremendous amount of energy in our systems, and we don't want to become congested. Too much energy isn't always a good thing. So we're going to raise our hands in a blessing position. Imagine the little earth in front of you, and we're going to release the excess energies, keeping only what our bodies can safely and appropriately handle. So with the blessings of God, the blessings of Grandmaster Chola Kuktsui, let the entire earth, every person, every being be blessed with divine light, divine love, divine power, with help, guidance, and protection, with healing energies. Blessings be to all without exception. Let each and every person be blessed with material and financial abundance, prosperity, and great, great success. Say, so be it. Let them be blessed with healing energies. So be it. Let them be blessed with spirituality. So be it. Blessings be to all without exception. Blessings be to all without exception. Now, to give credit where credit is due, let's bless Grandmaster Chola Kuktsui and his work. With the blessings of God, let pranic healing or Hatha Yoga and the higher teachings of Grandmaster Chola Kuktsui be blessed with divine light, divine love, divine power. Let these teachings spread throughout the entire world properly, rapidly, enthusiastically, in whatever form: books, CDs, courses, the instructors, and more. Let them spread properly, rapidly, enthusiastically throughout the entire planet to alleviate the suffering of mankind. So be it. So be it. So be it. So be it. Now imagine your friends and your family members in front of you. Let them be blessed. Let them be healed. Let them be rejuvenated, regenerated, and revitalized. Let them be blessed with good lives. on all levels without exception. Remember, it is in the giving that we receive. So as we give love to others, love returns to us. As we give prosperity to others, prosperity returns to us. It is in the giving that we receive. So just bless every friend, family member, and even people that we may not be getting along with very well right now. Bless them as well. Especially bless them. Because they are a great, great teacher for us of what we need to work on to become better. So be it. So be it. So be it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We release any and all excess energies now. So be it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it. Jeanette, namaste. Welcome. And slowly come back to your body. So that is our talk for this evening, guys, on Let's Chant Mantras. It's one of my most near and dear topics to my heart. It's fascinating to me. I've been able to use mantras over the past 15 years to transform my life on every level, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, etherically, physically, financially. Even this way of communication is a form of mantra, right? It's being used to bless, to heal, and to prosper other people. So be very careful of your thoughts and be careful of your words, right? Be careful of your thoughts and be careful of your words. And let us close properly, right? We invoked in the beginning to make sure we had the help, guidance, and protection that we needed, right? Because we're doing very high-level things. And now let us close. Okay, so you can place your hands on your heart if you want, or you can just have them open in receptive position. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, also to whoever you're connected to, a guide, a teacher, a saint, a guru. My respected and beloved teacher, Grandmaster Choa Koksui, who has taught me so much, who has given me so much, who has healed me so much. To his teacher, Lord Bodhisattva Meiling, to Lord Buddha Kuan Yin, to Mother Lakshmi, to Lord Shiva, to the Solar Logos, to all the holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, to the angels of mantras, the angels of chanting and sound, to the beings of creation. To our divine selves, our higher souls, we humbly give thanks for your divine light, love, and power. Thank you for giving us a greater reverence and understanding for mantras and how they can improve the quality of our lives and the lives of those we interact with. Thank you for blessing us with humility to be open and receptive to receive higher teachings. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. With gratitude, respect, and love, we thank you in full faith. So be it, and so it is. Thank you. Avani says, superb stream, awesome starting of the day, because you're in India and you're 12 hours ahead of me. Thank you, Namaste. You're very, very welcome. Again, all credit to Grandmaster Choa Koksui. Without him, I wouldn't understand these teachings. I wouldn't understand mantras. I wouldn't understand how to implement mantras into my day-to-day life. So very, very grateful for that. If you got value out of this stream on mantras, please share it on your personal page, your business page, share it on another platform. It doesn't have to be on Facebook. And also, for those of you who are looking for healing, feel free to go to ChristianRLong.com. That's my website. I've been doing this work professionally for 15 years, helping people transform their lives using pranic healing, arhatic yoga, and the higher teachings of Grandmaster Choa Koksui. And so it's been an honor to share these priceless teachings with you guys. I'm very, very grateful and humbled by your presence. So have a phenomenal, beautiful, amazing evening on this Tuesday evening, a beautiful week, and a beautiful life. I've started Wednesday with great mantras. Thank you. You're very welcome. That's right, you're 6 hours ahead. Always working late, Ellie. Always working late. It's one of the things I love about you. Always making it happen. Love you guys very, very much. Christian Long, Life Enhancement Consultant. Atma Namaste. Bye-bye.